Unveiling the origins of Native America's first peoples. A tale of ancient journeys and secrets lost in time, discovering the true origins of Native American tribes is far from straightforward. Many might assume that the title of the oldest tribe belongs to well-known groups like the Navajo or Cherokee. Yet, such an answer barely scratches the surface of a history layered in mystery and depth. In the U.S. today, over 5.5 million people trace their roots to Native American ancestry, with 574 federally recognized tribes, including the large Navajo and Cherokee nations. However, the ancestry of Native Americans reaches far beyond these prominent groups, stretching back tens of thousands of years to the very first inhabitants of the Americas. An ancient migration. Tracing the path of the first peoples, the journey to understand the origins of Native Americans is filled with wonder and unanswered questions. Theories suggest that the first humans arrived in the Americas at least 17,000 years ago, maybe even earlier. They likely crossed from Asia over what we call the Bering Strait, a land bridge exposed by low sea levels during the last ice age. But this Beringia migration theory, while supported by solid archaeological evidence, reveals only part of the story. Massive ice sheets covering much of North America, especially over present-day Canada, created an impassable barrier that confined these ancient settlers to the far north for centuries. Only as the ice began to melt did a narrow, ice-free corridor open, allowing them to move southward, adapting to each new landscape. Alternative routes. The sea's role in early migration, but there's more to this ancient journey. Some anthropologists believe that beyond this land route, some early groups may have traveled along the Pacific coastline by boat, following rich marine resources to reach new lands. Known as the coastal migration theory, this idea has gained momentum with discoveries along the western shores of North and South America, hinting at a more complex story of survival, adaptation, and exploration. From icebound landscapes to coastal journeys, the story of Native America's first peoples is one of courage, endurance, and an indomitable will to thrive against all odds. Unlocking the secrets of ancient American cultures. Beyond the Clovis mystery, new findings suggest that early humans in the Americas possessed remarkable seafaring skills, navigating the rugged Pacific coast and possibly arriving even before the Clovis people. The culture once thought to mark the dawn of Native American civilization. Identified by their distinct fluted stone spear points, the Clovis people were expert hunters, crafting tools designed for tracking large game. For years, archaeologists believed the Clovis culture, dating back around 13,000 years, represented the first Native Americans. However, discoveries over the past 30 years have begun unraveling this theory, revealing evidence of earlier groups with distinct tools and lifestyles. Key discoveries shaping our understanding of early American inhabitants. Folsom, New Mexico. Around 10,000 years ago, a now extinct species of bison was hunted by early humans, evidenced by distinctive spear marks on the bones. This discovery highlighted their adaptability to new climates and changing prey. Bluefish Caves, Yukon. Excavations revealed animal bones bearing human tool marks dating back roughly 24,000 years, suggesting that early peoples endured the harsh last ice age. Santa Rosa Island, California. Human remains from about 13,000 years ago point to a group with seafaring skills, possibly those who navigated the coast by boat. Monte Verde, Chile. This pre-Clovis site, dating back around 14,000 years, shows evidence of a permanent settlement with plant remains, wooden structures, and tools, suggesting migration southward much earlier than initially thought. Paisley Caves, Oregon. Fossilized human remains, dated to about 15,000 years ago, provide direct evidence of early human presence and challenge the Clovis first model. Hoyo Negro, Yucatan. In this underwater cave, archaeologists discovered the 12,000-year-old remains of a young girl named Naya, representing one of the earliest genetic links to modern Native Americans. Freed, Texas. Artifacts from a 15,000-year-old settlement reveal tools bearing similarities to Clovis technology, yet predating it by nearly 2,000 years. Each of these findings deepens our understanding of early Native American history, showing that people inhabited this continent well before the Clovis era, adapting to diverse climates with remarkable resilience and skill. The rise and evolution of early cultures as generations passed. These early groups evolved, adapted, and transformed, giving rise to new cultures and communities. Over thousands of years, they formed the tribes we recognize today, yet it's essential to understand that these early groups were distinct from the modern tribes. Societies merged, adapted, and created unique identities influenced by environmental pressures, interactions, and migrations. The Hopi, often regarded as one of the oldest tribes, exemplify this continuity of knowledge, customs, and heritage, connecting today's native cultures with their ancient ancestors. In the end, asking which is the oldest Native American tribe reveals the fluid and evolving nature of humanity itself, an ongoing story of adaptation, survival, and profound connection to the land. Tracing the roots of the oldest American village, the legacy of the Hopi in the sun-baked heart of Arizona's desert landscape lies Orabi, a Hopi village that has stood as a beacon of continuity for nearly 1,000 years. This ancient settlement, recognized as the oldest continuously inhabited village in the United States, is more than a relic of the past. It is a testament to the endurance and depth of the Hopi legacy. Yet, Orabi's impressive longevity reveals only the surface of the Hopi's enduring journey. Beneath the windswept mesas and vast skies, the Hopi trace their roots back to the ancient Puebloans, carrying forward a legacy shaped by resilience, adaptability, and profound cultural wisdom. For the Hopi, history is not confined to time-worn artifacts but lives in their songs, stories, and everyday practices. This deep connection to their ancestral past has allowed them to navigate changing landscapes, both physical and spiritual, preserving a sense of identity that has weathered the trials of centuries. Orabi, with its steadfast adobe walls and generations of tradition, embodies not just a place, but a timeless spirit, a cultural heartbeat that has pulsed across the sands of time. Language as a map of ancestral journeys, the story of North America's first peoples is etched not only in artifacts but in the languages spoken across the continent. Linguistic patterns provide an intriguing window into the migrations and connections of ancient communities, carrying echoes of distant homelands and ancestral bonds. The Navajo and Apache, for instance, speak languages belonging to the Nadian family, which ties them to groups who arrived on this continent some 10,000 years ago. Over generations, these groups journeyed southward, ultimately settling in the Southwest, where their languages continue to echo across the red rock canyons and desert plateaus. In contrast, the Algonquian language family stretches like a great river across the North American landscape, reaching from the Atlantic coast to the shores of the Great Lakes. This linguistic connection links tribes like the Ojibwe, Chippewa, Potawatomi, and Mi'kmaq, reflecting an ancient shared ancestry that traversed vast forests, rivers, and plains. For these communities, language is more than a means of communication. It is a living record of migration, survival, and adaptation, a testament to the intricate web of connections binding the tribes of North America. Each word, phrase, and dialect is like a map, marking the paths taken by ancestors as they journeyed through diverse landscapes, leaving footprints in the form of language that continues to resonate across time. These linguistic ties reveal a rich tapestry of relationships and migrations, painting a picture of ancient North America as a land of movement, exchange, and resilience. Through their stories, languages, and enduring presence, the Hopi and other Native American tribes carry forward an ancestral legacy that stretches beyond borders, rooted in an unwavering bond with the land and a profound respect for the wisdom of those who came before. The power of oral histories and sacred legends, oral traditions hold a revered place in Native American culture, preserving histories that are both vivid and profound. While difficult to interpret chronologically, these stories are invaluable. For example, the Cherokee share accounts of a migration across a great river, which some scholars speculate could reference the Mississippi. Yet, such stories are rich with symbolic meaning, often conveying spiritual and ethical teachings rather than straightforward historical events. For many tribes, these legends form an unbroken link to the past. The Cherokee, for example, see themselves as a people who have existed since time immemorial, emphasizing a timeless connection to the land. The Hopi's origin stories involve migrations intertwined with moral teachings, emphasizing harmony with nature and each other, a guiding framework that has shaped their community for generations. The balance between archaeology and respect for tradition as archaeology continues to illuminate the depths of Native American history. Each discovery serves as a new brushstroke on the expansive canvas of North America's cultural landscapes. These revelations offer glimpses into ancient lives, traditions, and migrations, adding nuance and dimension to the understanding of America's first peoples. Yet, as science uncovers the past, it must tread with care, for these lands are more than historical sites. They are sacred ground, integral to Native identities and living cultures. Oral histories and revered sites are not merely relics of times gone by. They are the living heartbeats of Native communities, preserving beliefs, values, and a deep sense of continuity. They stand as timeless guardians of identity, embodying stories passed down through generations. Each legend, sacred site, and ancient artifact holds profound meaning, woven into the fabric of Native life and spirituality. To fully honor the roots of America's first peoples, it is essential to respect both the tangible artifacts unearthed by archaeology and the intangible, enduring wisdom of Native traditions. These stories and scientific findings together create a narrative that is as intricate as it is enduring, reflecting a history not just of dates and migrations, but of resilience, reverence, and a profound connection to the land. In this delicate balance, there lies a unique opportunity, a chance for science and Native cultures to join hands, blending inquiry with reverence, so that every new discovery not only expands our knowledge, but also respects the rich legacy that has shaped these lands for millennia. Bridging science and tradition. Native perspectives on archaeology. For many Native American tribes, archaeological excavations are met with caution, if not skepticism. There's a shared concern that these efforts, though well-intentioned, might overlook cultural beliefs or disturb sacred sites. Increasingly, researchers have recognized the importance of collaborating with Native communities, ensuring they are involved in decisions about excavation, interpretation, and the respectful handling of ancestral remains. Some Native Americans express that science's focus on ancient dates or migration paths can sometimes overshadow the profound significance of their own oral histories. For example, the Clovis First theory, which for decades asserted that the Clovis culture marked the earliest Americans, has been gradually reevaluated. Many Native communities have long believed that their ancestry stretches back far beyond 13,000 years, a view that modern science is now beginning to acknowledge through new discoveries. Evolving perspectives on the past. The question of identifying the oldest Native American tribe may ultimately be an unanswerable one. Human history is layered and intricate, shaped by migrations, adaptations, and countless cultural shifts. Perhaps a more meaningful inquiry is how we can pursue new discoveries while honoring the heritage and perspectives of the Native American people who continue to be stewards of ancient knowledge, culture, and identity. Each new discovery adds depth to our understanding, but it also reinforces the need for a balanced perspective. As researchers work hand in hand with Native communities, there is an opportunity to blend scientific inquiry with cultural respect. This collaboration not only enriches our knowledge of the past, but also honors the enduring legacy of America's first inhabitants, ensuring that the journey to uncover history builds bridges, not barriers. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any new videos from us. What do you think about today's topic? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found the video helpful, feel free to share it with your friends and family. We hope you had a great time. See you in the next video with even more exciting content. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.